No, October 12th, 2015, Monday. Well, still the same day, actually. Now we're Shinjo, alright. Shinjo looked up at the huge white building and sighed loudly. A.H. Tokyo General Hospital. After Kurusu's report, he decided to visit it himself. It was almost midnight. Visiting hours were long over and he didn't have an official warrant. He was here entirely of his own volition. As he saw it, he was never getting a warrant the usual way, so this was his only shot. Well, I wonder what's gonna happen. I mean, the main caretaker. I don't know. Actually, a caretaker. I don't know if Yamazui Uki was the only caretaker. Again, I'm still not sure how the structure works inside that weird, super secret, dark secret, basement secret place. But if someone was stolen, or escaped from that place, I wonder if they've done anything, security-wise, or maybe they moved everyone. I don't know. Well. He's never getting a warrant. He was his only shot. Normally, he'd want to slowly, painstakingly build up a case, but it seemed to him that searching this hospital was so important that there just wasn't any time to spare.
久野里美代の話が本当であることをまず確かめる。そうすれば令状なんていくらでも出るようになるはずだ。
After his own investigations, he found that something strange had started happening here in 2007, 2 years before the earthquake. At the time, there was a treatment facility in Shibuya called the Arc Heart Medical Association that was involved with some kind of cult. Okay? On the surface, it was a mental health clinic staffed with talented doctors from university hospitals. There's no way to know what they'd actually been doing, but evidently some people had suspected they were brainwashing troubled patients. But suddenly, the facility was reborn as a hospital with a non-profit assisted living facility. And all the doctors that Arc Heart Medical had fired were rehired at A.H. Tokyo General Hospital. Okay, super conspiracy. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, this guy. He's from the previous case. 6 years ago, there was the New Generation Madness. The fifth victim in that case, Takashina Fumio, the victim of the so-called brain-dead case, who'd been kept alive for a week after his brain was removed. He'd work at A.H. Tokyo General Hospital. Okay. I mean, as far as I know, again, the New Generation Madness, or the New Generation Madness killings, those happened in the previous game, Chaos Head. I think what happened to that, I mean, you can guess what happened to that guy. He got lobotomized, basically. His brain got eaten by a spoon. That's it. That's how he died, I guess. What's all these creepy coincidences? There was too much that seemed suspicious. And then he shook his head. Do it your own way. That's what they would have said. Either way, if he could get proof of what was in the facility's basement, the case would take a whole different turn. Even if there was something big lurking in the shadows behind this case, if he presented incontrovertible proof, the police would have no choice but to act. It wasn't just about the facility after all. There were a lot of people involved too. The lives and dignity of the victims had been turned into test subjects also mattered. Every year, almost 100,000 people went missing. If some of them had been forced into these experiments, that was a big problem. His voice was somehow relaxed yet driven as he headed into the hospital. And then he died. He learned and memorized the location of the facility from Kunosato. He snuck in from the ER loading zone and headed to the basement. Is it that easy? The temperature there was clearly different from the areas above. And then he went to the autopsy room. He opened the breaker box and saw the card reader inside. He held up the card key that Kunosato had given him, and he heard the sound of an opening door.
こりゃ尋常じゃないな。
Well, I don't know if this is gonna go well, considering, I don't know, if you know anything about stories, or any kind of like story writing, if, I don't know, who knows. But I don't think Shinjo's gonna come out of this alive. This is a huge death flag. You're just retreading, the same area or something? I don't know. There's a hidden staircase in the back of the autopsy room. Part of him hadn't believed it until he'd seen it for himself, but now he was essentially sure. A normal hospital wouldn't need something like this. You know what they say about criminals going back to the scene of the crime, Shinjo stopped for a moment to take a breath, then headed down the stairs. There was an old hallway at the bottom. It smelled of mold and dust. When he turned on his penlight, he saw there was an old facility, and the walls were falling apart.
でも間違いなくここは使われている。
If no one visits the building, it rots away. Unless someone uses it every day, it won't last long. But this place was different. It was old, but he was nearly certain someone was using it.
確かこの先だと言ってたな。
Shinjo followed the directions that Kunasato had given him as he headed toward his goal. His first stop was the monitoring room, which would have critical information on the facility. He wanted the data on the computer there, and then he wanted to find a room where the victims of the experience were being kept. He turned down many corridors as he headed for his destination. The cell-like rooms he saw on the way concerned him, but they could wait for later. Right now, his biggest job was to get the evidence he needed.
ここか。
Shinjo finally found the spot he was looking for. He used his car key to unlock the door. Then he swallowed and put his hand on the doorknob. And there he found... When he got inside, he saw... He quickly ran to the other room, the prison where Yamizui's Uki had kept the test subject. Okay, I think I know. I think I know.
冗談じゃない。まさか。
He quickly found the room and flung open the door. And then he stood still in astonishment. There was... nothing at all. Nothing there. Okay, I knew it. I think I said it. Okay. I mean, that makes sense, somebody somehow broke into the facility and they noticed. I mean, obviously, they would move everything away, right? No victims, no beds. None of the things that Kunasato had told him about. The monitoring room had been empty too. Okay. There were no security cameras, no computers, nothing at all. All that remained was the simple fact that there was nothing left at all. It was, it can't be that easy, obviously.
Na, Miyashiro, 部活行くんだろ?
もちろん、今日はいろいろと事件について整理したいんだ。
んじゃ、行こうぜ。
あ、悪いけど先行っててくれ。
なんだ、用でもあんのか？
用ってか、今日掃除当番。
I pointed to the other students who were moving the desks and sweeping the floors.
ああ。しかしなんで生徒に掃除とかさせるんだろうな。
That's kind of like isn't that like a Japan thing? I feel only Japan does it, or maybe some other countries do it. It's kind of like a thing where they make the students, clean their own classrooms.
確かにな。そもそも生徒が学校を掃除するなんて習慣があるのは日本を含めわずかな国だけで。
Okay. Oh yeah, it's confirmed by Takaru.
ああ、ストップ。一席ぶたなくていいから。んじゃ、後でな。
あ。
Time to get this finished and head to the club room. I saw a scrap of paper lying on the floor next to the garbage bin. Someone had probably tried to throw it in the wastebasket and missed, then left it there. I really wish they think about the people that had to do the cleaning before they did that. I guess that's the point of making students clean. It's to make you aware that, hey, You shouldn't make a mess, or whatever. At least that's the idea. I took a quick look around. There was another student named Tanaka right nearby who was mopping up the floor. Fortunately, there was no one else around. Okay, let's try this. Sumo sticker? No, okay, oh, he's just trying to use his force powers. Jedi force, like, you know, levitate. I visualized a scrap of paper lifting off the ground. This was more difficult than you'd think. If you lost your concentration for even a moment, it wouldn't work. I took the scene I imagined and tried to strike Tanaka with it. Why did you do that? And then... Zawurudo! The scrap of paper floated upward just like I'd imagined, and then it floated into the garbage can. Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna throw it to Tanaka or whatever, like throw it at her head or something, but no, we just cleaned up, I guess. I did a little victory pose. I did it. I have force powers. Tanaka was looking around in surprise. She looked at me a little afraid.
ねえ、宮代くん。
あ、はい。なんですか？
今さ、なんか紙くずがね、勝手にゴミ箱に。
Yes, I'm a wizard.
はあ。
手も触れてないのにゴミ箱に入ったっていうか、ね
え。まさか何かの見間違いじゃないですか。
うん、そうだよね。
Okay, hahaha. Still, she stared at the garbage can unsatisfied. You should say, you should say it's a magic trick. Don't worry about it.
ゴミ捨ててきたいんですけど、いいですか？
ごめんね。
I took the garbage can out into the hallway. Use his power even more, become more powerful. Levitate the entire country. Their resistance number 2, in time for the rolling pass. Can't wait to use these levitating powers for evil. Mwahaha.
みんな揃ってるか?
It had already been 3 days since Aomura and I had been attacked by the pyrokinetic. We've been worried that she might attack us again, but until now, nothing had happened. Thanks to that, we finally calmed down, and today I was feeling good enough to revisit what we knew about the case.
まず話を始める前に紹介。
チャオス、いつもニコニコ笑顔が一番、有村ひなえです。これからよろしくね。
She has white ribbons again, by the way. I guess, well, I don't know, maybe she's in her casual clothes, just like black ribbons and white ribbons when she's in her school uniform. Anyway.
こちらこそよろしく。パチパチパチ。
It was still hard to keep up with the way her mood seemed to change all the time. Sarika was applauding, but no one else was. Kazuki was playing ESO2 or some other game like she always did. She turned around to take one look at Aomura, then went back to her computer screen.
有村は別に新聞部に入るわけじゃなく、あくまで協力してくれるということで。
一応所属は文芸部なんで、でもまあ固いことは抜きにして、とりあえず来れるときは顔出すってことで、どうか一つ。
It's funny, she's in the lit club, you know? 420. Anyway, for what it's worth, I already told the newspaper club members about Aomura's power.
ねえねえ、ひなちゃん、ちょっと聞いていい？いいよ。あ、でも3サイズは乙女の秘密。
有村の3サイズは別にな。
おい、こらてめえ貴様。
And then her mood changed again. It's more like
ひなちゃんってさ、どれが本当なの？
she became an anime caricature.
真面目だったり、怖かったり。そうだな。どれだと思う？ やだな、そこまで真剣に考え込まれてもな。ただね、一つ言えるとしたらさ、嘘か本当か分かっちゃうっていうのはセリが思ってる以上にずっと大変だってこと。こうやってふざけてないとやってらんないくらいにね。
Serika seemed lost in thought, as if she didn't really understand.
あ、そうそう、そこのあなた。
Kazuki jumped a little.
ねえねえ彼女、君さ1年だよね。
ねえねえ、kanojo.
あーごめん、できれば口に出して言ってもらえるかな。
ああ、ひなちゃん、ダメだよ。はなちゃんは喋らないから。
え、そうなの？それって喋れないってこと？
いや、そういうわけじゃないはずなんだけど、とにかく喋りたがらねえんだよ。だから俺たちもまだ一回も和樹の喋ってるとこ聞いたことなかったりしてな。
へえ、そうなんだ。
Haramura stared at Kazuki's face.
オッケーオッケー。和樹はなちゃんでいいんだよね。ってことははなでオッケー？じゃはな、これからよろしく。
I thought Haramura might have found it difficult to get along with Kazuki, but maybe I was wrong. Since Kazuki didn't talk, it might actually make it easier for her, since she didn't have to worry about knowing if she was lying.
それじゃあ早速始めるか。
待ってくれ。その前にもう一つ言っておかなきゃいけない。実はクルスが
She's dead. He killed her.
遅れちゃってごめんなさい。
No. Kurisu opened the door and came inside. Her injury had healed, and Dad had told her that it was okay for her to move around, so she'd come back to school today.
副部長。
もう話始まってる？
あ、いや、俺たちは別に例の事件についての話とかこれっぽっちも。
いいんだ伊藤。
あ？
クルスも一緒に事件の解明をしてくれることになった。
え、そうなのか？
ええ、みんなのお目付け役ってところね。
Kurisu glanced at me for just a moment, worried. But it was only for a moment, and then she was back to normal.
とにかくこれまでの事件について意見を聞かせてもらうわ。少しでもおかしなところがあれば遠慮なく指摘するからそのつもりで。
The meek attitude she'd had when she'd been hurt was long gone, and she was back to her usual self. Ito's shoulders slumped, but at the same time, he looked a little happy. She's always obnoxious and at times a little annoying, okay? But this is the way everyone wanted Kurisu to be.
じゃあ全員揃ったところでミーティングを始めようと思うんだけど、先に一つ見ておいてほしいものがあるんだ。
なんだ？
まだ尾上とクルスにしかちゃんと見せてない。成功率も 100% じゃないから失敗するかもしれないけど。
Ito, Kazuki, and Arumura looked at me in confusion. I nodded and grabbed the pen, then put it on the table. I tried my best to focus, and then, just like the scrap of paper earlier, I imagined the pen moving.
問題はここからだ。いけるか。
Okay, he's gonna do the thing, you know, what happened in his dream. He's gonna like levitate something. Everyone's gonna be super impressed. As I focused as hard as I could, I saw it slowly appear in the corner of my eye. Oh, this is a sword. Now all that was left was to imagine my delusion infecting everyone else. The next moment, the pen started to jerk upward. The three of them raised their voices in surprise as the pen slowly moved upward. You know, obviously Aramura is not really all that surprised, but interesting, Akurusu also doesn't seem all that surprised either. I don't know, we'll see. When I stopped measuring the floating pen, the D sword disappeared from my field of vision, and the pen slammed back down the table.
Oi, Miyashiro!
Hopefully, you don't have like the same inferiority complex as another Shinji that I know, about having special powers, but anyway. And that Shinji doesn't like betray us at the last second or something.
言った通りまだ完璧じゃないんだけど。
いつの間にできるようになったんです？
尾上に協力してもらっていろいろとやってみたんだ。
Ito gasped in amazement. When the pyrokinetic attacked me, I was forced to accept that I really was a psychic. After that, I decided to master my power instead of running away from it, and I got through a lot of trial and error to do so. I didn't like it in a day, though. At first, I tried to do it on my own, but that didn't go well. And then I remembered what Kunosato had said. He said that the Gigalomaniac accomplished the real boot by transmitting his delusions into the dead spots of another person's brain to create what she called a shared reality. That meant that if I didn't have someone to share my delusion with, it wouldn't work, right? So when I started practicing with Serica, things began to go much better. Actually, who was the ones that was, I don't know, maybe it doesn't really matter too much, but, the people who said like, wow, like, huh? Whoa, Okay, oh no, Aramura was one of the persons that went, huh? Okay, so it was Serica and Kuritsu with the people who weren't all that surprised, because probably Serica already saw us levitate stuff, I guess. Anyway. So when I started practicing Serica, things began to go much better. Hey.
でも先輩、言っておきますけど、そういうのいい気になって使ったりするとろくなことになりませんからね。
有村さんの言う通りよ。
そのくらい分かってるよ。これは僕やみんなの身を守るためにやってるんだ。
Cut to like Takaru levitating a bunch of people, off a cliff. Screw you, I'm the Dark Lord of the Dark Gods, and I'm gonna murder everyone. My superpowers.
だったらいいんですけど。
It literally yeets everyone off a building. Anyway, I was telling the truth. I managed to turn back the pyrokinetic flames at the last second. That was the only reason we survived. But that was only a coincidence, born out of desperation. Okay, so he didn't really use... Because I was thinking like he was actually using the sword, But maybe, I don't know, I can't remember how it was described. But maybe all he did was like, Jedi force push, the flames away. He didn't actually use the sword. It's just that the sword, kind of like manifests itself as he uses his powers. But if she was going to come after me again, I needed to master my power. That's why I decided to practice like this.
だけどさ、なんでだろうね。
Suddenly, Serica frowned. She was fiddling with her Garo Froggy strap like she always did when she was thinking about something.
なんでだろうって。何がだ？
相変わらずいきなりね、セリカは。あなたの頭の中では話がつながってるのかもしれないけど。
ごめん。そのね、ほら、ひなちゃんは相手の話が嘘か本当かわかるんでしょ？で、タクは物が動かせる。人によって使える力に違いがあるのはなんでかなって。
For like variety? I don't know. It would be boring if everyone had the same power. Anyway, I never thought about that before. She had a point. Why did different people have different powers? Kunosato hadn't said anything about that.
つうかさ、そもそもその能力自体いつからお前らに備わってたんだろうな。生まれつきか？
That was another thing I've been wondering about.
宮代、お前はどうなんだ？
少なくとも 僕自身はここ最近まで自分にそんな能力があることを自覚してなかった。だから正直わからない。
そんじゃあ有村は？
私は多分渋谷地震の後ですかね。あれ以降急に人の言葉の嘘がわかるようになったっていうか。
So in Adamura's case, she suddenly become able to tell if people were lying after the Shibuya earthquake. Okay, so she didn't get her power super recently. It's ever since the earthquake.
ってことは、あの地震に何か関係があるのか？
I'd have to look into that eventually.
あと今のセリの疑問、どうして人によって能力が違うのかって話だけど、それについてはなんとなく思ってることがあって。何？多分願望なんじゃないかなと。
Their wish?
願望？
喜べ君の願いはようやく叶う。
そうです。私地震の時にちょっぴりそう思うことがありまして、で気づいたらこんな感じになってたっていうか。そう思うことって？嫌だなあ。だから本当のことか知りたいって話。言わせないでよ、恥ずかしい。
いや別に照れるとこじゃねえだろ。
そもそも本当のことが知りたいなんて一体何があったんだよ。
やだ先輩、やらしい。
なんでそうなる？
そういうのは痛いけな乙女の秘密なんですよ。だから聞いちゃダメね。
When Aramura was like this, I knew I wasn't gonna get anything out of her. So, that's her theory.
一旦これまでのことを整理してみようか。
Apparently, you know, during the earthquake or whatever, or after it, I guess, some people got special powers, and that's related to what they wanted at the time? I don't know.
ニュージェネの狂気の再来事件。その被害者には明らかに共通するポイントがあったよな。
っていうとあれだね。
そう、前にも推測した通り、全員何らかの能力者だということだ。最初の事件、こっちみんな。被害者とその特徴は。
Oh, okay. The saving, yeah. Okay, so let's see. It's Scoop now, famous, protecting the future. Yep. So, kind of like clairvoyance, right?
そう、多分予知能力があったってことだ。
Or precognition, I guess. I don't know. What's the difference between clairvoyance and precognition? I don't know actually.
次は音漏れ炭。
Very
被
similar.
害者とその特徴は。
Leaky noise victim. Put those who heard her voice into a trance.
トランスっていうと、歌を聴いた人の気持ちがうわーって気持ちよくなることかな。まあそんなようなものですかね。
つまり相手の感情を歌で誘導できたってことだな。
Okay, I guess. Sure.
で、僕たちが目撃した回転デッド。
You know, I wouldn't say
被害者とその特徴
emotion control necessarily, but I guess that's the power. In which case, you know, she could have used her powers for like other emotions, maybe. I don't know. Revolving Dead. He was a part-timer who seems to, you know how to read people's minds because he knew what people wanted.
多分柿田って人はテレパシーを持っていたんだ。
ええ、その通りです。私にはそう言ってました。
そして、
Really? Oh, okay.
学園祭で起きたごっつぁんです。被害者とその特徴は。
Okay, it's interesting. Well, I don't know. I don't really remember. I guess she mentioned it. I don't know. The person that I guess told Aramura because she was involved in the Love Hotel case. Anyway, the last one, you know.
そう。渡部が有名になったスクープ写真は全てありえない角度や場所から撮られているものばかりだった。多分連写だったんだろう。
Basically, Watabe had psychic Photoshop, you know.
やっぱり私が言った通りですよ。どの能力者も願望が入ってる気しませんか？
願望か。こっちみんなの大谷はもともとニコニア動画で生放送していて。
Oh, okay. More? There's more things to do? I mean, we're just, summarizing it, but let's see. He was a Niconia streamer that became a popular vocalist. No, succeed in business? I mean, technically streaming could be a business, but I guess it was this one. Become famous.
Otomoretan no Takayanagi wa Shinjo-san no hanashi da to tasaka
Became a vocalist. Whoop. Okay.
回転デッドの柿田さんは僕たちじゃわからないな。有村は何か知ってるか？
そういう話はあんまりしませんでした。けど仕事でいつも裏切りとか騙し合いとかあったみたいで。でも能力を持ってからはその心配もなくなったって。
So I guess, yeah, they automatically just picks that one. I mean, it makes sense. Only the last one's available.
そしてごっつぁんですの渡部か。
Watabe's one's very obvious. It's automatic again.
なるほどな。こうして見ると確かに有村の言う通りかもしれない。
つまり願望がその人の能力に影響してるっていうことね。
ってことは宮代のその能力も何かの願望が現れてるってことか？
手を触れずに物を動かせたらとか、そんな風に考えたことあるんですか、先輩？
I don't know. I mean, it's very convenient, actually. I don't know what kind of wish he would have
いや、
that would affect his powers. I couldn't think of any reason why I want that power.
あれじゃないタク。ほら、あの時タクって地震の後ずっと寝込んでたじゃない？
そういえばあの頃のタクルは歩くのも大変だったから。
Oh, okay, so it was that that physical therapy, I guess. What's it called? Like, basically learning how to use your muscles again after being in a coma for so long, I guess, is the idea. So maybe it came from that. Just like Kurusu said, I've been badly injured during the earthquake. Rehab, right? Or rehabilitation, physical rehab or whatever. Even after I finally woken up from my coma, just walking was incredibly painful. And obviously he got injured as well. It was bad enough that it would take tens of minutes just to grab something a few feet away. I'd hated that, and I wish 1,000 times that the thing I was trying to get would just come to me.
それじゃああれが僕の能力に影響しているっていうことなのか。
なるほどな。願望が能力に現れる説ってのはほぼ正解と考えて良さそうだな。
それじゃああの女、僕たちを襲ったあの女の能力も何らかの願望ってことになるのか。
何かを燃やしたいと思ったってこと？
I guess, she wants it to destroy everything, so yeah, that's her power, I guess.
そこまで思い詰めるほど燃やしたいものってなんだろうな。
お芋とか？
Yeah, delicious yams.
冗談言ってる場合かよ。
いえ、先輩。セリは本気でそう思ってます。
マジか。
なんかおかしなこと言った？
Again, it's very convenient powers, by the way. If not only for the fact that, you might be targeted by this weird new generation madness serial killer, all these powers are very convenient, You could, cook anything you want with your fire powers. Anyway, yeah, you did, Surika.
まあいい。あの女がどうしてパイロキネシスを持つようになったかは今は置いとこう。もう一つ、あの女について考えたいことがある。大事なことなんだ。
I look at the faces of everyone in the room.
あいつが これまでの猟奇殺人事件の犯人かどうかってことだ。
She had clearly been trying to kill us, but that didn't mean that she was behind all the murders. I looked back at the board.
カズキ、例のものを頼む。
I took the image that I asked Kazuki to print out for me.
ニュージェネの狂気の再来の話題で埋もれてしまってるけど、ここ最近渋谷で連続放火事件が起きてる。
Everyone seemed to know this. They nodded. Yeah, it was like briefly mentioned in the news report.
それが起こった場所とこれまでの事件の場所を比較してみようと思うんだ。まず最初の事件、こっちみんな、現場はここ。それに連続放火事件の現場を重ねる。
うわあ、すごいね。
だろ。次は第2の事件、音漏れ炭。現場はここだ。ここに連続放火事件の現場を重ねると。
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was mentioned, but I mean, if I had to guess, she's burning sumo stickers. That's what she's trying to do.
おいおい、マジか。
そして第3の事件、回転デッドが発生したラブホテル。このラブホテルの周りでも不審火が異常に発生してる。
確かに集中してるわね。
そうなんだ。そして第4の事件、ゴッツァンですはみんなも知ってる通りこの学園で起こった。そしてそれに連続放火事件の現場を重ねてみると、
なんかすごいですね。
だろ。マップ全体を見てもらえばもっとよくわかる。最初にこれに気づいた時は僕も驚いたよ。で、これらのデータから考えると、
ニュージェネの狂気の再来事件と不審火との間にはなんか関係があるかもしれないってことか。
ああ、この通り偶然にしてはあまりにも場所が一致しすぎてる。あの女との因果関係を疑っていいんじゃないかと思う。
Yes. Again, I've been complaining about the whole supernatural thing, but, I do like the mystery part. Do more of this, please. Do more of the, speculating and the murder mystery. I love that part. Yeah, but anyway. When I finished, Serica said, "Wow, you're amazing, Taku." But everyone all seemed lost in thought.
何か異論でもあるか？
異論とまではいかないけど、ちょっといいかしら。
Kurisu raised her hand. Or her head, rather. Or head or hand? What did she say? Her head, actually. Yeah, I don't know why I thought hand. Because, normally you raise your hand to, say something, but never mind. I guess just head.
ね。
She stood up in such a way as to not put pressure on her injury, then moved in front of the board.
再確認なんだけれど、タクルたちを襲った女の人の能力っていうのは、
It was telepath. No, it was pyrokinetic. W plus M1.
そう、炎を使う能力だったのよね。
あ
あ。でもこれまでの殺人事件では炎なんて一回も使われていないじゃない。
Yeah, that's what I mentioned before. It doesn't make sense for her to be the mastermind because none of them were killed by fire. So, unless she has more than one power, and that's not pyrokinetic, but then why did she kill us with fire? And it also doesn't make sense because why would they kill us in that particular day? If all these murders were planned on a particular day, why did she want to kill us then and there? That doesn't make any sense.
最初がこっちみんなだっけ？次が音漏れた？そして回転デッド。 この学園で起こったのはごっつぁんですね。殺人事件にこんな名前をつけるなんて不謹慎だわ。ほら見て、どれも炎なんて出てこないでしょ。
あれれ、確かにそうだね。
Kurusu had caught one of the weak points in my argument. I thought that was strange too. None of the murders had involved fire, which meant that we had very little evidence to suggest that she was the killer.
なあ、こういうのはどうだ。発火女は自分の能力を試していたとか。
試す？
ああ、発火能力を身につけるまで自分で自分の能力がよく分かっていなくてさ、いろんなことを試してたんだ。それで殺害方法にいくつものパターンがあった。
How's that work?
なるほど。しんちゃん頭いいね。
Sarika was impressed, but yeah, that still doesn't make any sense though. Then she used different powers to kill other people? It doesn't make any sense to me anyway.
でもそれってちょっと無理ないですか？
Arumura said it before I could.
そうか？
いくらなんでも強引すぎるかなって。
私もそう思うけど。
そうか。
Everyone fell silent. We'd only just started, but there was too much we didn't know.
あの女が犯人だとするなら、なぜ炎を使わないで殺人を行ったのか。そしてなぜあんな殺し方ができたのか。いや、待て。
I suddenly got an idea.
なあ有村、ちょっと聞きたいんだけど。
なんです？
お前結構久野里さんと一緒にいたよな。
好きで一緒にいたわけじゃないですけどね。
Arumura's disgust was plain. She must have really hated Kunosato.
久野里さんは能力について研究してるんだろ。何か言ってなかったか？ギガロマニアックスが持てる能力の数とか。
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, you know? Because maybe that was not her only power using the fire, but then, I don't know, I just don't believe she's the serial killer. She doesn't seem to be the planning type, you know?
数ですか？
ああ、今まで気づかなかったけど、能力者は一人で一つの能力しか持つことができないとか決まってるんだろうか。
さあ、どうなんでしょう。でも確かにそんな制限、久野里さんから聞いたことはないですね。
リアルブートの理屈から考えれば、妄想さえうまくコントロールできれば、どんな能力だって使えると思うんだよな。
Yeah, yeah, when you think about it, practically, I guess, in this fictional world, if you can make everyone else believe in something with your mind powers, then you can make anything real, right? Like making that sword real, for example. But I don't know. It depends on how you are able to do
一人
that.
で複数の能力を持つことも可能なんじゃないかってことなんだけど。
Ito put his hand on his chin and thought.
宮代たちを襲った女は単なるパイロキネシストじゃないってことか。
あくまでも可能性の一つだけど、どうだろう。
まだ決定的とは言えないわね。
だったらさ、犯人の女には別の能力を持った仲間がいるという可能性もあるんじゃないか。
仲間？ああ、そっか。複数犯ってことだな。それとあとは最初に戻ってしまうけど、パイロキネシストは事件とは無関係で、犯人は全く別の誰かという可能性。
その場合、タクルたちが襲われた事件とこれまでの連続殺人事件は別のものだと考えるってことね。
That's probably the answer, I would think. I would go with that. You know? Pink-haired, crazy arson lady was just attacking us just because we were in the way, maybe. I don't know why she was attacking us. So I'm thinking maybe, well, when you think about it, again, like she might have been a potential ally, you know, but I guess she's very angry. But I imagine she knows who the killer is, and she might have like a, you know, she was all about revenge, right? So she probably has a motivation to kill the person killing everyone, I guess, maybe. And that killer is another psychic, so that's why she tried to attack us, because she sensed that we were psychic, but she didn't know who the killer was exactly. It didn't matter to her. I guess, you know, as long as you just kill everyone with psychic powers, then eventually you get the right person, right? Or something like that. But I don't think she really cares about the killer, you know, necessarily killing everyone else. She probably has her own, like, personal vendetta, maybe, is what I'm imagining. Maybe. I don't know. That's just my speculation. I have no idea. There were too many possibilities to really know what was going on.
ねえ、とりあえずこの件は保留にしない？多分結論は出ないわ。
そうだな。とりあえず今はこのまま置いとこう。
And you know, that's why, well, maybe not. I don't know. Because I'm thinking, like, maybe that's why she didn't finish us off. Because we, you know, did our, like, force push attack. And she was like, actually, you're not the right person. So, see ya. You know, that's what happened. Because she knows who the real killer, or at least she knows about the real killer's powers, probably. And if we use a different power, she's like, well, actually, you're the wrong person. So she just walked away, maybe. But then again, Aramura didn't, like, do much. I mean, we know what her power is, but you know, there's no way of showing it in battle, so I don't know. Whatever. It's just going around in circles.
有村は警察に話したんだよな。お前らを襲った女のこと。
はい。
Oh yeah, you told the police? Well, I mean, I guess you told Shinjo anyway. I mean, Shinjo would believe you. The general police wouldn't, though, because they'll be like, what? A girl with, like shoots flames? What are you talking about?
警察から何か情報はないのか？
The night we were attacked, we contacted Shinjo and told him what had happened, along with a description of our attacker. Aramura had said she'd helped draw a composite sketch, too. The police had decided to look for her as a suspect in the arson case. If they could find her, they'd arrest her for that. Once they had her in custody, then they could find out if she was responsible for the murders. Can the police catch her? I don't know if the police can stop her, though. She has fire powers, she'll just burn the police. But I guess if enough police would stop her, maybe.
何か分かったら連絡をくれるはずなんだけど、特に何もない。女の特定に至ってないんだと思う。
そっか。じゃあ女に関する推理は今のところここまでしかできないな。
だと思う。
My throat was dry from all the talking, so am I in real life. So I looked inside my bag. Mountain view. I check out my water. I need more water. Anyway, of course I brought a mountain view. It really is Mountain Dew. I put it up and took a gulp. Everyone else grabbed a drink of their own and took a moment to relax.
あともういくつか俺が気になってることを言ってもいいか？
頼む。
まず一つ目な。被害者は全員能力者だよな。犯人はどうやってターゲットの能力者を見つけてるんだ？
Yeah, I mean, it probably has something to do with the sumo stickers and how, you know, people react to the 11th Rorschach image. But then how do you make sure you get the right person unless you stalk everyone? That's hard to do. I mean, there's security cameras, so you have to have, I guess, access to the security cameras in the first place, which makes, you know, the whole, like, entire corporation of, you know, the people who rebuilt Shibuya like a prime suspect, but that's like a big organization, so I don't know. Well, Ito's question was a good one, and one I'd known was coming.
それについては一応考えてある。犯人は能力者を特定するために多分力士シールを使ってるんじゃないかと思うんだ。
力士シールを？
正確には11番目のロールシャッハ A1 東京総合病院の地下にデータがあっただろ。 あのシールを見せられた能力者は激しい反応を示すって。それは僕や有村も経験済みだ。
思い出しただけでちょっと。
Adamura closed her eyes and put her hand over her mouth. She must have felt like she was going to throw up. Now, don't throw up a bunch of stickers, Adamura.
大丈夫有村さん。
はい、すみません。続けてください、宮代先輩。
ああ。で、伊藤や尾上は地下で見たと思うけど、街中のシールが監視されてたよな、カメラで。能力者の素質がある人間を集めて、その地下施設で実験するために。
I could see Kurusu's expression cloud. She probably remembered her friend, Minamisawa Senri, who'd been a test subject down there. Again, I'm pretty sure your friend is the pyrokinetic. Are we not putting the pieces together? I guess not yet. I guess that's not important right now. Because I imagine Arimura, you know, she made like a composite sketch, right? You know, maybe she would know. She look at the picture, but I guess maybe it's too hard to tell. It hurt to see her like that, but I decided I had no choice but to go on anyway.
だから犯人はあの地下施設の出身者じゃないかと思うんだ。力士シールの秘密を知っていれば能力者の特定は容易だろ。シールを見て過剰反応を起こしてる人間を探し出せばいい。事実僕や有村も力士シールのせいでパニックに陥った時、あの女に狙われたわけだし。
That could be a coincidence though, but that is true.
じゃあ犯人は地下施設の監視カメラを利用してるっていうのか？それは無理だろ。あそこへ入るにはカードキーとか必要だし。
それにもう廃墟みたいだったよ。シールの監視とかされてなかったし、実験もやってなかったし。
いや、あの施設にいなくてもシールの監視だけならできる。
え
Though we do know the facility itself, you know, is completely abandoned now. Everything's been moved, but anyway. Kurusu nodded as if she understood.
タクルの言いたいこと分かったわ。カメラで監視してるとかじゃなく、実際にシールの近くで見張っていて、タクルや有村さんのような反応を見せた人を狙うのね。
Yeah, but that's a lot of footwork though, you know? How can you be, you know, there at a very particular situation when someone who was a psychic would react to like the stickers? I don't know how many psychics are in this, you know, in this town, I guess, or Shibuya is a town, prefecture, whatever. That's a lot of, you know, walking around you have to do. But I guess the pyrokinetic is walking around as well. That's what she does all day.
パイロキネシストの女もシールの近くに潜んで待ってたんじゃないかな。クモの巣に獲物がかかるのを待つように。そして僕と有村が見事に引っかかった。
そいつはしかし気の長い話だな。
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And also, again, probably, you know, Miss Fire Lady is totally not the killer because, you know, all the victims did not die. Oh, well, I guess they did. I don't know, because I'm thinking of the prologue, the very first guy, Don't Look at Me, the case, that guy, he was just at home, right? There's no, like, sumo stickers around. So, because you imagine, in order to find a psychic, they'd be in the public space, not like a private, you know, in their home, but I don't know.
でも不可能じゃない。
けどさ。
待って、その点に関しても今議論したって結論は出ないわ。保留にして次へ行きましょう。
Because I feel like, I don't know. Probably because the sumo stickers are a way to identify the psychics, identify the victims, but they don't die right away, I imagine. They're just, you know, the killer takes note of who's a psychic and then they kill them later, right? It's like premeditated murder or something like that.
保留ばっかりだね。いいのかな。
仕方ないわ。とにかく今は疑問点を出していくのが先だから。伊藤君、まだ気になることがあるのよね。
あと2つなんだけど。
Even more things? What is it? Ito asked his two remaining questions. Summed up, this is what they were.
なぜ今回の事件はかつてのニュージェネ事件と同じ日付に起きているのか。
I mean, I imagine, I don't know. I have no idea, but maybe some personal reason, and that could be a reason as well. Like for some reason, they're just doing it out of tradition or some sort of ritual, just for themselves. So maybe I don't know. Because I'm thinking only the people who were involved in the last case would know about it. But then again, it was pretty famous in Shibuya. I mean, at the very least, that narrows it down to like in Shibuya. You know, if you were in Shibuya, then those are only potential victims or suspects rather.
そもそもその動機は何なのか。
And why are they doing it? I mean, that's probably the last thing we'll find out. We'll never know unless we ask, I guess.
なんだかまるで騒ぎになること自体が目的みたいにも見えるわね。
Or at least ask the killer, but you know, we have to find the killer first in order to do that.
そうだな。
A lot of questions. Everything from the dates to the ways the murders were committed was chosen to be as sensational as possible. Was it just to attract attention, or was it a message meant for a specific person?
それが犯行動機なんですかね。私知ってるよ。愉快犯って言うんだよね、そういうの。
劇場型犯罪とも言うよな。
もしこの先もニュージェネ事件と同じ日付に犯行が行われるなら、次はノータリン事件と同じ日、10月23日ってことになるけど。
Well, that's in a few days. Which also meant nothing was going to happen until then.
なるほど。だからか。
Ito suddenly snapped his fingers as if he reached some great conclusion.
お前と有村さ、パイロキネシストに襲われたけど、結局女は宮代たちを殺さなかった。
ああ。
それって要するに殺す日じゃなかったってことじゃないかな。
殺す日じゃなかった？
Did that mean it wasn't my power that saved us? No, but it had really felt like she was going to kill us. Well, the more I thought about it, the more confused I felt. Well.
それじゃあ私はそろそろ生徒会の方へ行くけど、くれぐれも私のいないところで危険なことはしちゃダメよ。約束してくれるわね。
I don't know about that, but we'll see.